Good morning, welcome back to a Wednesday video. Currently 4:32, April 3rd. Plan for today, have a speed workout, hence the early wake up. So it's 3 by 2 mile intervals at 750 minutes per mile each interval. Also a 1 mile jog in between as recovery, and a 2 mile warm up and 1 mile cool down. So I think total volume is like 11 miles. Before that, got 2 bananas, 1 serving of honey, and black coffee. It's my pre-workout, pre-run meal for every workout. Really fast acting carbs and some caffeine. That's all you really need. After today's speed workout, just going to work from about 9 until 4:30. After that, ideally spend some time updating my website. Try to update that and add content whenever I can. So that website is huntersetberg.com. Can check that out, monitor the progress as I update it. Aside from that, I did just get my very first piece of furniture. So I'll give you a little updated room tour. First piece of furniture is a desk. Found this on Facebook Marketplace, 45 bucks. Had a ton of stuff just along this wall, so it's good to have some storage for it. 2 decently sized drawers. Still got mattress on the floor, but kind of kept the plastic on to keep it somewhat clean. That is gift from my parents for Easter. Pretty good desk, good deal. Also moved suitcases into the closet. Might be a temporary solution, but I think it works. A little cluttered now, but it's better to have it out of sight. Plan for this corner. Want to have a chair and then a side table, plant, maybe a lamp. So just a little reading nook. Also just need a desk chair. I got a big whiteboard that I just got, so I'm gonna put it over the desk, write my goals and stuff to keep me accountable, and then get a nightstand for either side. Hopefully a big piece of art above. And then this wall, I want to do kind of metal industrial bars, horizontal, and they can serve as clothing racks. So 1 across, and then 1 kind of staggered below, also across. So I have 2 bars there, take up that wall space. And that will be the bedroom. Slow start, but it's getting there. Also have to figure out all those cables. Maybe do a room setup to where desk is right below that. Coming out here, ideally I'd want a couch right here, rug and coffee table, and then TV stand, TV. And then maybe like a island type thing along this wall or coming out. And then have bar stools just for some extra counter space. This area is good. This is good. Still a work in progress, but just kind of getting furniture as I see it come up on Facebook Marketplace. There's a lot of good deals, even sometimes free furniture, but I will keep you updated as I add more pieces into this apartment. As for now, going to have my pre-workout meal and then enjoy my coffee, then get started on this morning's speed workout. Finishing up this 2 mile warm up now. Got 0.15 miles left. Just gonna walk the remainder. And I was thinking it's funny, when I first started doing speed work, I would see a 1 or 2 mile warm up and think, oh, there's no need for that. I could just hop right into the speed work. And at first that worked. I was able to hit paces without warming up at all. But as I progressed, as the speed workouts have been getting more intense, more difficult, this warm up has become crucial in order for me to feel fresh enough to hit paces. So 2 miles couple months ago seemed like a very long warm-up for me, but when I started this 2 mile warm-up, my legs were tight, they were sore, heavy, just not ready for me to hit paces. And at the end of the 2 miles, they feel fresh, and I'm ready to do the 3 2 mile intervals at marathon pace. Take this as your sign to not skip the warm-ups, even though you may feel confident enough to hit paces without warming up. It's very beneficial. It gets you warm, gets you ready to run at faster paces instead of just hopping right into it. Got 0.07 miles left of the warm-up. Sorry if this is all windy. It's a windy and rainy morning. I have a DJI microphone with like a windscreen and everything. So I was thinking about kind of clipping it to my hat. Completely forgot about that. So sorry for the wind noise. I know it's very loud. I will try to remember to bring that microphone on my runs. It's pretty small, so I probably won't even notice it on my hat. I'm gonna finish up this 2 mile warm up, do the first 2 mile interval, take down my 2 honey packets, and then do the last 2 intervals. Got 11 miles total this morning. Should take about hour 45. First 2 mile interval is complete. Average pace of 7:46 minutes per mile, which means I exceeded my goal pace of 7:50 minutes per mile. That was a little difficult. Had a bit of incline for the first rep, but the next 2 should be pretty flat. I'd rather have the incline on the first one than the last one. I highly recommend just using raw honey for intra-run fuel. No need to go the gel route, especially when you're first starting out. Honey is cheaper and it saves your gut. The gels really mess up your stomach. Makes for a very uncomfortable run. But if you are gonna go to the gel route, don't cheap out. I would recommend going with the BPN Go Gel. I have not tried it, but Nick Bear is a extremely successful runner and he does not cheap out on his supplements. I've heard hundreds of amazing reviews about the Go Gel. Clean energy, doesn't make your stomach hurt. No artificial sweeteners or chemicals like the goos. So if you're just starting out, just stick with honey. Cheaper and better on the gut. As you progress and feel the need for gels, I would recommend not cheaping out and go with the BPN Go Gel. Second 2 mile interval complete. Average pace of 7:45 minutes per mile. Again, exceeded my goal pace of 7:50. Always good to see. I got another recovery mile and then gonna get started on the last 2 mile interval for today. All right, last 2 mile interval complete. Average pace of 7:38 minutes per mile. So I actually had negative splits for those intervals. Something that never happens, but it's always a good sign. I'm gonna catch my breath, do this last cool down mile, and I will see you back home. Okay, run went very well. So that was 3 2 mile intervals at marathon pace. Total volume, 11 miles. Total time, 1 hour, 42 minutes, 56 seconds. So that was a 2 mile warm up, followed by 2 miles at an average of 7:47 minutes per mile. 1 mile recovery, 2 miles at 7:46 minutes per mile, 1 mile recovery. Last interval, 2 miles at 7:38 minutes per mile, and then 1 mile cool down. Pretty wild to see an interval workout have negative splits. So that means my average pace went down over time. 7:47, 7:46, 7:38. Very good workout, hit all the paces. Always a good feeling to hit the prescribed paces, especially when it's difficult like today's. I will say I did carb load a little bit yesterday. So the place I work at, it's an acai bowl food truck. It's called High Cravings. They're all around Oahu. I work at the Honolulu location. And I had never tried a bowl before. And I've been working there for, I think, 2 weeks now. So each employee gets a free bowl per shift, which is a pretty crazy deal. So I'll put a picture on the screen of what I made. It was 1 scoop coconut sorbet, 1 scoop regular acai base, and then topped with granola, strawberries, bananas, cacao nibs, honey, and chocolate chip cookie dough. That was really good. I was pretty surprised how good it was. So now I know why High Cravings is so popular. We have so many customers every day, so many reoccurring customers, locals, tourists, just all types of people. So if you're ever in Oahu, I highly recommend checking out High Cravings. There's locations all around the island. So if you're ever on Oahu, I'm sure there's one close enough to you. 7:22 a.m. now. Still very early, which is always nice. That was a very good run. So now eat breakfast, shower. I have lots of time before I need to leave at 8:45. So just a slow morning, no rush. And then I will head off to work at 8:45. All right, 6:09 p.m. right now. Just got back from work. So what I do is 1 Instacart order before work, 1 Instacart order after work. It's essentially DoorDash for groceries. I just shop for people and then deliver it to their house. So did an order at 9, got to work at 10:30, worked until 3:15, got sent home a little bit early. Was very slow today. And then did an order from about 4, just got back at 6. Lots of traffic, so it kind of took a while to get home, but made $90 just from Instacart today, which is very good. Good to have that supplemental income source, especially since the cost of living is so expensive. Just made it to the beach just in time for sunset. So this is Waikiki Beach again. It's been my go-to beach now. I think there's also a parade going on around here. There's a massive road closure. Tons of people just sitting on the side of the road waiting for something. So gonna have to go check that out after the sunset. This is current lineup. Got some fruit and poppy. All right, 7:45 now. Just got back from my beach sunset outing. This is last meal of the day. Got some plain organic Greek yogurt, blueberries, strawberries, and lots of honey on top. I have no idea what that parade was for. It seemed like just a bunch of companies, lots of cool cars driving by. A little confused, but pretty cool to see. Just down the main road that goes along Waikiki. So tons of foot traffic. It was a really good spot for it in terms of advertising. So I'm going to eat this and then do my nighttime routine, which is just prepping electrolyte drinks for tomorrow, making my coffee for tomorrow, washing my face, brushing my teeth, putting on skincare, hopefully in bed and asleep by 9 p.m. I've been loving early bedtimes, early wake-ups lately, but this concludes Wednesday's video. So we did a speed workout in the morning, went very well, and then worked from 9 until 6. Got back, changed real quick, and then went to the beach. Watched the sunset, had some fruit and a poppy on the beach, and then went in the water, watched a little bit of that parade, came home, now having my last meal, and then getting ready for bed. Productive Wednesday. This concludes Wednesday's video. I will see you for Saturday's video. Thank you again for watching, and thank you for the continued support. I will see you Saturday.